What's going on, Straight Talk About Life listeners? I want to thank you for joining me on today, for giving me your time. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate you. Hopefully, some of the episodes that I do help you. Hopefully, you can relate to me on some issues as well. So today, I would like to talk about knowing your worth. Knowing your worth. So, I've always been a loyal friend, a loyal person, confidant, whatever, whenever people need me. I mean, regardless what I'm going through, I'm always willing to give advice or just give my ear. So, someone that's very close to me just called me, and out of respect, I will never give names about anything or any situation unless someone tells me that it's okay. So I had to reiterate to this person how valuable they really are, and knowing their worth is so important. You see, when I was younger, there were women around. However, I really cannot recall one of those women, not one, that ever sat me down and told me that I was worthy, I was important. Well, no, I'll take that back. When I was very, very young, when I was about, I'll say maybe 9 or 10, my step-grandmother, yes, I'll never forget her. She was a beautiful soul, and I miss her all the time. She was married to my grandfather, but around that age, she took the place of a mother figure for a few years. And yes, I do remember her saying some things like that to me. So I won't take that away from her. But other than my step-grandmother, I don't remember the ladies around me telling me to know my value and to know my worth. So when I became an adult, I made it my mission to not just tell my daughters, but any young female that I encounter that's having issues. I made it my mission to tell them how special they are and how beautiful they are, how important they are. And this person that just reached out to me told me that the person that they've been entertaining or involved with just jumped up today and decided that he was gonna act like she didn't exist. He was rude, very disrespectful in public around other women, and I had to pull them to the side. They called me, they put me in their business, so obviously my opinion is wanted. So I had to let them know that you are valuable, and this person is not mature enough to handle you. Because if they cared anything about you, first off, they would never treat you that way. They would never disrespect you, never be rude, never act like you don't exist in public around other women. And I was speechless at first, if I'm honest, because I'm like, come on, really? This person? Because the person that confided in me is a really, really good person, a sweet person, a loyal person, would never be disrespectful to anyone, wouldn't even cheat on anyone. And this is the type of treatment that this person is receiving. So I had to make sure I let them know, look, first off, I will never tell you what to do. That's not my job. I can't tell you what to do, but I will offer my advice. You have to learn to love yourself first. It's easy for anyone to sit up and say, oh, I love myself. It's not all about image. It's not all about what you look at in the mirror. Loving yourself, when I say that, I mean inside and out. When you love yourself, you will never allow someone to disrespect you. Never. You wouldn't go for it. Self-love will make you walk away from someone that is not recognizing your value and not treating you like the beautiful soul that you are. And I'm saying all that to say, know your worth. I am guilty of not knowing my worth for so many years. So many years. And if anyone would ask me, I would say, oh my God, yes, I love myself and all of those things. But if I'm real, and in reality, I did not. Because of the things that I tolerated. Because of the things that I let slide. It was impossible to have self-love and allow the disrespect and the things that I endured. So I was able to have a front row seat in all of this and some. So this kind of brought back memories, and I just, I don't understand. How is it that a person can have someone that's so sweet, would do anything for you, a good friend, the entire family loves them? How is it that you could fumble somebody like that? Why would you mess over someone like that? I would never understand that. And it seems as if when the woman is out in the streets and running to the clubs and just running amok and doing everything, it seems like she's the one that people are pulling at. That's the one that everybody wants to grab. But the one that's chasing her dreams in her bag, she's a good person. Like, why is that the one that always get looked over? That is so ridiculous to me. And I'm saying this and I'm actually describing myself as well. And that's crazy. So I know that, everything happens in life for a reason. I'm sure that the things that I went through in my own personal life prepared me for this day. I don't know what happened and how all the paths crossed and what led me here and led them to call me and all that, but hey, we're here. And I felt like I was the perfect person to talk to them because I've been there. But when I was there in my mess, I was a mess. When I was going through the BS that I went through, and I tolerated the BS that I went through, I didn't have anybody to tap me on my shoulder and say, hey baby, come here. This is not it. You don't allow them to treat you like that. You don't allow them to talk to you like that. Because I thought I was in love. So it makes a difference when you think you're in love with somebody. It's like they can do no wrong and no one can really tell you anything about that person. Because that's your man, that's your woman. So, yeah, but love will have you, or thinking you're in love, will have you sitting up looking crazy to everyone else. Everyone else in the streets can see what's going on behind your back, but you don't see it because you're blinded by love. So when I was talking to them today, it was like my adult self was talking to my younger self. That's how I felt. Like if only I had someone to talk to me like I talked to them today. I think a lot of things in my life would have been different. So if you see a younger person, a younger lady, a young man, and you see that they're wanting to do the right thing, they're wanting to be on the right path, offer some words of encouragement, some motivation, because you never know, they may not be getting that at home, or maybe no one has cared enough. They haven't taken out time to sit and talk to them. You may be the difference in someone walking the straight and narrow and having a good life, or them going down the wrong path and having a not so good life. So follow your heart in situations like that. And please, if someone comes to you and they're younger and they need someone to talk to, listen to them. You'll be surprised how many young adults, teenagers, are out here with no one to talk to. They turn to their friends and they don't know it all because they're young too. So the knowledge that they're getting is from someone in their age group. So they're not going to give them accurate information about life. So think about that. If this was your daughter or your son, would you want someone in their age group giving them advice on life? Or would you rather do it? Or would you rather for someone older to do it? So, it doesn't cost you anything to take out time to uplift and encourage these young people. They're going through so much, and I think that says a lot. If they can come to you, it says a lot about you. If they can confide in you and they respect you enough to ask for advice. Just think about the countless young people that never ask for help. They just end up doing strange things or having a really, really hard life. I'm still thinking about that situation, and yeah, the person that called me absolutely does not deserve that. And I think that the young man is going to regret that, because whoever ends up with them is going to have a really, really, really good person. I mean, this person would give you the shirt off their back. If anyone was sick, this person would go out of their way to help them. That's just the type of heart they have. And I wouldn't speak highly of someone I didn't know. I actually know this person very well. And I know that they didn't deserve that. So when I see them later, I'm going to give them the biggest hug. The biggest hug. Because that was me at one point. But I didn't have anyone to hug me when I was going through those situations.